Hi guys, welcome to the channel of love. Okay, I thought today we would do like a fairy reading by the Christmas tree. I just felt drawn to, well actually I just wanted to chill out for a bit. Thought let's sit in front of the Christmas tree and enjoy it. Got all the cats appearing now. The cats that don't hang out in the kitchen. So we've got Jasper just down here and we've got Tia who's decided to come downstairs and join us. Okay. Let's find my voice. I feel like I'm tongue-tied. My words. Let's have a look at the fairy tarot. My daughter is upstairs. You may hear her. I was going to actually say you might hear her cough because she's a little bit poorly at the moment. But who knows? I haven't told her that I'm recording, so... Let's pull a story for this Saturday. Let's see what the fairies would like to say. The Eight of Spring, the Eight of Wands. That's about things happening quickly. That's all our dreams coming true. Stress that comes from having many things happening at once. Successful multitasking. Sudden events or changes. Renewal. Review the past and the present so you can plan a brighter, new future. Understanding your life purpose, releasing judgment of yourself and others. Wow, I feel here. The Divine Masculine's had his surrender here. He's feeling like renewed. Things start happening quickly. All those wishes, all those manifestations are happening kind of all at once. We've got the Four of Summer. Well, we have a feminine here who's, I want to say she's looking discontented, bored. It says being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity, taking someone or something for granted, discontentment with life. Bottom of the deck, Princess of Summer, gentle, sensitive, kind and inexperienced. A new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend, who you can share your concerns with. That's beautiful, being the underlying energy, the Princess of Summer. A new relationship or emotional experience. Invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. Wow, there's a bit of a story going on here. Okay. I'm going to try and read. Oh, Eight of Spring, we've opened it up straight away. There are many varieties of stress. This card reflects the kind that comes from having a lot of wonderful things in your life at once. You may be juggling a family, a new career opportunities, seeing to your fitness, decorating your home. Of course, you wouldn't wish any of these lovely things away. I'm going to start again. You wouldn't wish away any of these lovely things, yet it is a great deal to have on your plate. This is the card of successful multitasking. If things have been quiet for you, expect to see a big increase in the action. Make sure you have every task prioritised. Whenever possible, delegate items from your to-do list to others and be grateful for all the wonderful things in your life while you juggle them. Our fairy in the image tries to simultaneously manage 8 magical dandelions. It's a lot to handle at once, but thankfully the dandelions represent wishes coming true. It says that there's a lot to handle at once, but you're not going to be alone for much longer. There's helps on the way, a compassionate friend who you can share your concerns with. There's a new relationship or a new emotional experience. On its way, invitations. We've got the renewal of the masculines here. Trying to balance the cards on a footstool. Renewal card number 20. Okay, Major Arcana. Okay, so what's the universe has its hands on? Looks like it's a divine masculine here. It's time for a review. Take note of what you have learned in life so far. Where do you want to go next? You're in a moment when you can truly reinvent yourself and build the future you want. However, to successfully arrive at your destination, you'll need a good map. Visualize your happiness. Visualize your happiest possible future and start taking the appropriate steps. Feel free to ask a friend to help plan out your journey with you. So I feel here the divine masculine, divine feminine. The divine masculine's had a review here of his life and what he's wanting. And feel very much the coming together of the divine masculine and the divine feminine in the physical. Pay special attention to flashes of inspiration and original creative ideas. These epiphanies are part of your life purpose and are meant to guide you on your way to joy. Our fairies are joined by Joseph of Arimathea, I believe that is, the original guardian of the Holy Grail in Glastonbury. In his later years, Joseph allowed his beard to grow, and he may remind you of St. Nicholas, right in front of the Christmas tree. Okay. Santa Claus. And he may remind you of St. Nicholas holding his list and sitting beneath the holly hawthorn tree, which only blooms at Christmas. Told you there's a reason why I'm sitting here in front of the Christmas tree. And Easter. Okay. So the hawthorn tree, which only blooms at Christmas and Easter, the rabbit and butterfly on the card symbolise springtime, to show the metaphorical movement from winter to spring in your life. Okay, additional meanings of this card. An important milestone, seeing things in a whole new light, a call to fulfil your destiny, releasing judgments of yourself and others, understanding your life purpose. This is all happening now in winter, so you're ready to spring into action. I want to say together, the divine masculine and the divine feminine, together in the spring. So we got the 4 of summer. Excuse me. Don't sit up very straight, do you, when you're sitting on like a sofa? Anyway. A bit hunched over. 4 of summer. The 4 of cups. Daily life can be full of hectic activities. You could grow distracted and not notice opportunities that are being offered to you. You may become so focused on what you don't have that you completely discount the gifts that you have been given. It's very important to spend time in nature, to take time to quiet your mind and heart. When doing so, you can ask God, the angels, and the fairies for messages about what opportunities are around you that you may not be seeing. Heaven is always offering you magical presents, but you have to be open to experiencing these gifts. A fairy stands in a prayer-like pose, clearly worrying over what she feels she has lost. Meanwhile, wonderful new opportunities beg for her to take notice of them. The signs of synchronizations, the dreams, the epiphanies, the divine feminine knows. Okay, opportunities are coming. And if she doesn't know yet, she will soon know this. It's all about a knowing. Then you can relax. So additional meanings to this card: taking someone or something for granted, the power of meditation, a lack of motivation, and not seeing the forest for the trees, daydreaming. So the divine feminine here, daydreaming, okay, which we've been working on. The masculine, I feel, is coming along to help make the divine feminine's dreams come true. The power of meditation and a lack of motivation. So I feel this is the divine feminine feeling a little deflated, being on her own, and I want to say the prospect of thinking that this is how it's always going to be. That's not the case. Help is on its way. You've got the Princess of Summer underneath, which is the underlying energy underneath. Which makes me feel, because it says gentle, sensitive, kind and inexperienced, I feel because there's a lack of motivation, I want to say on projects and mission work, well, that's definitely where the Divine Masculine will have the ideas and the authority, okay, of the Emperor, to be able to kind of take care of the Divine Feminine, give her ideas and help her to get motivated. So let's have a look at the Princess of Summer. So I feel here the Divine Feminine energy is feeling quite sensitive, and maybe when it comes to exerting herself, maybe a little bit inexperienced. It's like the Divine Masculine is going to come and give her a little bit of a push, okay, encouragement, gentle encouragement. So I feel like he will be recognising her worth and encouraging the Divine Feminine. Princess of Summer, let's have a look. So it says a new relationship or emotional experience, invitations to social events, a compassionate friend you can share your concerns with. This might be the Divine Masculine, maybe has some ideas for the Divine Feminine, maybe he has some ideas lined up. It said about social events, helping her to put herself out there. Okay, I want to say building the Divine Feminine's confidence. So the Princess of Summer is a gentle and sensitive soul. She is very interested, excuse me, oh, I'm losing the voice. Okay, sensitive soul, like a little mouse when it comes down to doing what she's wanting to do, saying that she's going to be doing. Okay. Let me clear this throat chakra. The Princess of Summer is a gentle and sensitive soul. She is very interested in relationships with other people, but can be quite shy. If you check out her bedside table, I'm going to have a look in a moment, you'll almost certainly find a romance novel. Just making sure I'm reading the right card. She's got a bedside table there. Okay, I might have to look when I watch it back. If you check out her bedside table, maybe they're talking about you was at the Divine Feminine's house, okay? If you were to check out her bedside table, you're going to find probably a romance novel there. If you check out her bedside table, you'll almost certainly find a romance novel. She's poetic with a fondness for writing, including journaling everything she feels. If daydreaming were an Olympic sport, she'd be a gold medalist. If you approach her with outstretched arms and an open heart, she will happily embrace you and let you into her life. She will eagerly listen to all your worries with great compassion. No one cries alone when the Princess of Summer is around. Just keep in mind that she's not very experienced in the world. The princess perceives everything through her feelings, so she may not get around to thinking things through. Just getting a little confused here. Okay. She will eagerly listen to all of your worries with great compassion. No one cries alone with the princess when the Princess of Summer is around. Just keep in mind that she's not very experienced in the world. This princess perceives everything through her feelings, so she may not get around to thinking things through. The young fairy from the Ace of Summer has grown up. While she enjoys her private garden, she is full of magic and patiently waits for love to come. How beautiful is that? Very inexperienced when it comes to the 3D. Well, the Divine Feminine is from the 5D. You come down that 4D tunnel to meet the masculines at the 3D and you do it together. So that's quite beautiful. Additional meanings of this card: social invitations, love letters, a special new friend, confidential information, and interpreting dreams. Interpreting dreams. There's definitely some dream states have gone on. I would say for the masculine as well. It's as well. Definitely for the masculines, they've been getting epiphanies. The divine masculine's seen something. He's knowing what he's needing to do. He's understanding his destiny. And the divine feminine has been receiving more clarity regarding this. That's just from 4 cards. Got the Rider-Waite here. Let's check out what the 8 of Spring, what wants to clarify. All these wishes coming true all at once. The divine masculine is ready. He's resting. He's ready. He's resting. He's nearly ready. I just heard a really loud bird out the front there, confirming that the divine masculine is ready. Okay, look, he's resting, he's healing. I want to say there's that meditation state, the dreams. He's very calm. He's very calm here. The sword's laying under his bed, just waiting for the right time. Look how golden he is. When he rises, we've got the renewal. He's going to be enlightened. Let's check out the renewal card. St. Nicholas. It spoke about this kind of like coming to fruition in the spring. So there's going to be some kind of movement, renewal, maybe between now and Christmas, over the Christmas period. It's definitely going to be some movement. The masculine here is leaving. It's like, I feel like he's going to give himself the best Christmas present he could ever ask for. Like for himself, and that's the divine feminine. I feel like the divine masculine is very much wanting to be selfish for him and his divine feminine's needs. He's planning something here. Christmas, Easter. I feel like there are his 2 opportunities. Okay. We've got the 4 summer. So the divine feminine here. Daydreaming. Picked up on that. Daydreaming. Being distracted and failing to see a magical opportunity. And I think that's because she's not very experienced in the world. She's been visualising, working with the law of attraction, working with her... she's working with her ascension program. But it's like it's now time to come back down to earth. And like make this happen in the physical. But it's definitely the help of the divine masculine here. My deck is reversed. And we've got temperance that's come out with the divine feminine. She needs her partner to balance her. I want to say that it's really quite weird because I'm not saying that the divine feminine isn't balanced on her own, but the cards have stated it's hard for her to operate here in the 3D. But we know that that's the masculine's kind of role aspect, is to the divine feminine gives the divine masculine this motivation, inspiration. He has all these ideas now and maybe things lined up for the divine feminine, but he also needs her or wants her help. No, he wants to just be part of this. He understands that, I want to say that he is the big key. He's the one that can really give the divine feminine that equal balance that she's looking for. That's reconciliation up the path to claim the crown. But it's when the masculine and feminine energy come together, orchestrated by an angel here. I don't feel that this is the divine feminine that's got to keep pushing her own divine masculine within her. I believe that this is the divine masculine kind of coming, do we say, to the rescue in the physical. Let's look at the bottom of the deck. Still some things to wrap up. Divine Masculine needs to say goodbye to the past. Turn around now and put his focus on the Two of Cups. So I feel, I said he was resting, ready. He's ready. It's like he's got his coat on. It's like a final goodbye now. He knows what he's doing. A lovely reading. It's like he's coming to take care of the Divine Feminine in the physical. Because that's his role. Okay. I found my affirmators, so let's pull an affirmator. Just saw communication, bonus card. Follow your heart. I'm always rewarded when I follow my heart. I trust that the GPS in my heart knows all the best routes, and when it seems like it's taking too long to get where I want, I know that's because there's some cool and weird stuff to see along the way. The Divine Masculine here is following his heart, okay? I feel the Divine Feminine hold that compassion and space and respect for the Divine Masculine as he, I feel like, completes this part of his journey. I really feel as if the Divine Masculine is kind of now putting all the pieces together to see how his journey has led him to this point. And he's ready to now trust and follow his heart. He's surfing on that wave. Let's get another one. Engagement. Today, I make the conscious choice to engage with the world in an active way. I'll take a new route and talk to strangers. I will smell flowers and pet dogs and maybe walk around barefoot for a while if I'm not inside a 7-Eleven. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who will change my life forever. No pressure. This is going to happen naturally. The Divine Masculine understands his role here in the world, and he's now, I want to say, taking on the Divine Feminine's role. Look how he's being a light worker, connecting with animals, talking to strangers, smelling the flowers, petting the dogs, and just maybe walk around barefoot for a while. Okay. At the very least, I'll have a day that's slightly more interesting than average. Definitely is on this journey of ascension. It's definitely interesting. No day's average. Okay. And at the most, I'll have a startling epiphany or make a friend who would change my life forever. I feel the Divine Masculine will at some point come across somebody who maybe is on the same path as him, on the same journey, and he recognises that. Maybe that person's following their heart towards their divine counterpart, and oh, we're getting another one. Let's see what it wants to say. You just never know who you're going to come across, and whether you share a similar story. Ups and downs. I see life as an incredible ride, and I'm lucky to be on it. Yes, the ups and downs make me want to puke sometimes, but they're also what makes things fun and interesting. And when you look back, even puking on yourself makes for a good story. Yeah, it's not always when you're going through it, but it's afterwards, and you can look back and just see how that looks like the infinity symbol there. Look, how everything just kind of twisted and led you to this. I want to say the connection here. But the ups and downs of life. Friendliness. So I feel the Divine Masculine is very much adopting this friendly, loving, uplifting nature in his physical. Whenever I smile, I make someone's day better. What a cool way to buy happiness for free. Today I will remember what an awesome power I hold, and I'll take joy in improving life simply by giving away grins like crazy. Note, in a pinch, money will also work. The Divine Masculine's feeling very generous, giving, friendly, engaging. I feel like he's adopting the Divine Feminine. Like he's practicing. And then in comes, I want to say, the real adoption. It's he will actually come in and adopt the Divine Feminine in the physical. That's beautiful. I've never ever thought of it like that. That's never come through. But I think that's lovely. It's like if the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine feel like they're orphans, really. And I think they're going to adopt each other. Let's, I'm drawn to the Oracle of the Fairies. Okay. It's like, are they going through with the adoption? Divination. I was adoption. Just having a look at the kind of contract here. But love is not a contract. Contracts can trap you, make you feel trapped. I don't feel this is some kind of that kind of contract. This is a renewal of maybe contracts of the past, a different way of doing things. But we've got divination. Embrace your powers of divination, which are especially strong right now. Well, they're guiding the Divine Masculine, his heart. And also there's epiphanies galore. Okay. You have the ability to see your current situation with crystal clear clarity. I want to say that's the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. Look, here praying on the flame. Knowing all that good work that you've been doing for yourself and for our world is just about to pay off. Let's read divination. I can't get that song Maroon 5 Memories out of my mind. I'm actually going to say it now so I keep singing in my head. I've kind of refused to acknowledge it, but hey. This fairy wants to remind you that you can use divination to help you through challenging circumstances. Your energy is strong at this time, and you have the ability to see things that others may not. Perhaps someone close to you would benefit from your spiritual gifts. Anything can be used for divination purposes. These cards, crystals, a crystal ball, the flames in a fire, the stars in the night sky, water. In fact, anything that opens a psychic doorway can be used and will enable you to see backwards and forwards in time. Backwards and forwards in time. The Divine Masculine understanding the ups and downs of the journey and how it's got him to where he is now. With this infinite potential, this realisation of this infinite potential. Now we can see into the future. Okay, with the Divine Feminine. Divination always brings you fully into the present moment. It's not about fortune telling for thrills, although future truths can be revealed. It's more about working with the divine powers to reveal what will help towards spiritual progression for yourself and others. Divination is a serious spiritual practice and isn't something to be dabbled with for amusement. You might experience visions or come to know things that need to be handled delicately and with empathy when sharing with others. If you feel confident, you could give readings to friends and families. You may feel drawn to do this professionally too. If this feels right, seek the guidance of someone who has been working with divination for a while and whom you respect. You can use divination alongside any other spiritual technique. And I think that that's what the Divine Masculines picked up, the seriousness of the art of divination. And the Divine Feminine, how she has all this potential within her. It's like he's a believer. And he can, it's, says, you may feel drawn to do this professionally too. And we've spoken about the Divine Feminine maybe not having her confidence, okay, to do this. Maybe she's afraid that she might be laughed at. Maybe she's afraid that the Divine Masculine would laugh at her if he isn't aware that she's into dabbling into this, these tools of divination. Okay. But I felt that the Divine Masculine is actually coming, is going to be coming through to encourage the Divine Feminine, to help her build her confidence. So I think I said to give her the recognition. Okay. Before I lose my voice completely, maybe there's a Divine Masculine on his way to take over my role, so I won't be speaking too much anymore. Getting quieter and quiet. Okay. Let's get a Sacred Destiny Oracle card. Oh, I'm singing, here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus, write down Santa Claus's name. Why are we writing down Santa Claus's name? Do we all have a different Santa Claus? Okay. What's coming in with that St. Nick? Or are you looking for the Easter Bunny? Oh, okay. Simplicity, just wanting the simple life, feathers, signs, feathers being dropped along the path. Okay. It's like the smell of fresh cotton, fresh laundry. Simplicity. The white feather. Imagine a single white feather illuminated against a blue sky, wafting on warm air currents as it floats to the earth with simplicity and grace. Both Native Americans and Egyptians thought feathers were messages from the sky gods. Chiefs would wear feathers to symbolize their communion with the Creator. It was believed that when one wore feathers in one's head, and we had this the other day, the masculine had a feather, didn't he, in his hat. And I said it looked like it had come off of the Divine Feminine's bird. Anyway, I'm going to get back to this. It was believed that when one wore feathers on one's head, messages from human could travel to spirit. Likewise, messages and energy from the spiritual realms could travel back down to the human through the hollow shaft of a feather. Feathers were also wafted through the air to cleanse and purify a space. Wow. The sacred landscape wants you to know, to find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life. To find a sacred simplicity and have clarity in your life, do only what matters. Release everything else. Simplify your life, scan all areas and clear both internal and external clutter. Rest, rejuvenate, and only participate in what is truly important to you. Relinquish everything now. Do not delay, do it now. When your life is cluttered with objects, relationships, time constraints, and emotions, there's no room for spirit. There is too much static and too much stuff to connect to your soul. The smallest amount of clutter clearing can make the biggest difference. The divine masculine ready? Is he quite ready? I tell you, not today, but the last 2 days, when my hair was straight and I was brushing it, it was really static. My hair was coming out for 2 days. I was like looking at my hairbrush thinking, what's going on with my hair? So there must have been static in the air. And, oh, okay, I get that. That happens. I've got like feather pillows and duvet, and when you change the bed, you can get static shocks. Something to do with the feathers. Okay, right. So something about my hair. We're talking about decluttering our space here, guys. Okay. And I believe that both the divine masculine and divine feminine understands the importance of that. Let's carry on. Okay. Let's get a journey of love. Where are you, journey of love? Okay. Here comes Santa Claus, here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus's lane. Okay. Oh, we've gone on to have yourself a merry little Christmas. Okay. Right, let's just get a journey of love card. I can see you sticking out there. Right, Shakti. It's this desire again, the divine feminine rising within the divine masculine. Okay. I might have a look at the bottom of the deck. Shakti is divine feminine fire. She is the body awakened with light. She is the divine feminine, and she is the Kundalini, the energetic force that moves through us, triggered by love that leads to enlightenment of our body. Wow, look at that. Enlightenment of the divine masculine's body. When our Kundalini with... Okay, we keep getting our words confused. We did see the communication card being a bonus card. I think the divine masculine's working on his communication. Okay. With our Kundalini coming alive within us, we cannot remain as we once were. It is impossible. We may try to lead the same lives, be the same in our relationship patterns, and perhaps even behave properly, but it simply cannot be done. Soon our disguise slips, and people wonder, what happened to her, or what has gotten into him? I like it how the disguise slips. Santa's disguise slips. Okay. What happened to her, or what has gotten into him? We are on fire with the divine, and we cannot help but misbehave. We are no longer satisfied with trying to be the good child, or fearing we are the bad child. We know ourselves instead to be the divine child. The child divine lives fully and with passionate fire, not doing things the way they are supposed to be done perhaps, but living instead from the heart. Our body may ache as we burn through old pain, and sometimes the light within may seem so bright it blinds us for the moment. But that will pass, and the misbehaving will suddenly be seen for what it is. The old rules just don't fit anymore. You don't plug a globe capable of illuminating the whole world into the bedside reading lamp without burning down the house. Best to let that light shine, as it was meant to, in the big arena. Shakti is making your light grow, beloved. Be prepared to shine brighter. I felt like the globe, like Santa doing his kind of rounds across the world, and it's like the bedside table, it's like you've got this romance novel of the divine feminines, and it's like she's kind of craving to Santa. It's like true love, true love. And it's just illuminating from her. Looks like it's going to be delivered. This oracle brings you a message. You are going through energetic shifts in your subtle anatomy because your energy body and physical body have already begun to merge with each other. Wow. Because your energy body, the divine feminine, and physical body, the divine masculine, have already begun to merge with each other, the energetic shifts will affect your physical body too. It is always wise to consult a healthcare practitioner, but at least some of your physical challenges at the moment, from aches and pains to tiredness, are due to this energetic awakening. And I know so many of us are tired. And a lot have flu-like symptoms. Very bad on the chest. A bit like a chest infection. Coughing it all up very poorly. I've kind of stayed away from that. I was touching wood. I've stayed away from that. The tiredness, yes, but I'm actually in quite a good space. But my daughter's not in a very good space. She's very poorly, has no energy whatsoever. And I forgot to say the other day when we were talking about feeling the homelessness, and she had said to me the night before, she said, I know I'm at home, but it's like I want to go home. I'm homesick. And, you know, we just cuddled, but she said, I just feel like I don't know what I'm missing. I know I'm at home, but I want to go home. I feel homesick. So there is that craving there. Okay. So you might be feeling the pains, tiredness, aches, and on your body, and this could be due to your energetic awakening. That's what I'm putting it down to. Okay. Take responsible action as you feel is necessary, such as tending to your physical well-being with healthcare that feels supportive, but also remember to rest. Get some time in nature and nurture your body as it is spiritually awakening into greater light. I'm just saying rest. Just do what you're told to do, rest. Make sure you are drinking lots of fluids, liquids, flavoured waters is good. It will happen naturally. You'll know if you're feeling, quite pants, then you're going to want to try and help yourself to feel better. Honey and lemon, my daughter's been having in hot water. So, but I'm making sure I'm kind of looking after her as well, make sure that she is eating, because she just has no energy at the moment. But this too shall pass. So look after each other, okay, and be compassionate and understanding, and let people rest if it looks like they're needing to rest. Cats are totally zonked out. Lily, yesterday, just completely zonked out. Actually stopped at one point just to make sure that she was still breathing. It was like, are you actually breathing there? Yes, she was. But tired. She's over there now. Jasper's laying here. I don't know what that was that just fell. But okay. So this is your body spiritually awakening into a greater light. Let's read the poem. I have watched you hurting and felt helpless to make life better for you. Loving you is having to make choices to let you be who you are, who you become, and all the who's yet to come. To love you is to ride the waves of your passionate embrace of life, ever mindful of the change in the wind and the occasional tempest brewing. Loving you is having to make choices, knowing it isn't my fault. I can still choose to take it personally, or just be, while I listen and watch you unfold. Your heart is a beauty I will always love. It's the part of you that hasn't changed much over time. When I lie beside you and hear you breathe, when I touch your skin or caress your hair, you are timeless, and I choose loving you. That's beautiful. Okay. Let me read the, no, let's put a roomie. Seeing as we seem to be touching on the the romance novel, the romance side of things, we've got to have a Rumi card. And I'm going to wrap this reading up, guys. It was a bit of a impromptu kind of jump in front of the camera while we sit in front of the Christmas tree, as you do. Okay. Let's finish on a Rumi message. I feel like I really need to clear my throat. Okay. So there's ascension symptoms coming through. Let's have a look what card came out. She offers the sacred wine, so drink. It's a beautiful, colourful card now. Look at the lights. Let's have a look and see. I feel very much the Divine Feminine's energy here. Let's have a look. O wine giver of enlightened hearts, offer me the wine of your kindness, for this is the reason you have brought me here from the desert of oblivion. O beautiful wine giver, pour me the wine that gives me insight. Offer me the wine from the sea of love and fill my heart with pearls. Pour it into my heart until I shred the veil and go beyond reason. My spirit is consumed by judgment, and my life is reduced by thoughts. Pour that precious wine over the frozen cries of skeptics until their words become warm and their nays become yays. Rumi. I'm going to pop that down. You've got the reflection. Okay. Will you say yes to me? I want to take you with me on a wild adventure. There we shall be, tripping, stumbling, falling like fools, laughing over most unconstrained laughter. Laughing our over. Laughing our most unconstrained laughter as we drink the sweetest of offerings. Raucous and silly shall we be through undoubted. Okay, just be, darling. Could you just stop itching, scratching like you're quite irritated? I'm going to start this bit again. Hey. Okay. Will you say yes to me? He's breathing deeply now. Come on. Jasper. You can come up if you like. Okay. Come and listen to this for Mummy. Yeah? Okay. Got the pleasure of Jasper. Oh, if he starts purring, watch his tail like doubles, quadruples in size. He ends up being like Basil Brush. Okay. Will you say yes to me? I want to take you with me on a wild adventure. There we shall be tripping, stumbling, falling like fools, laughing our most unconstrained laughter, as we drink the sweetest of offerings. Raucous and silly shall we be, though undoubtedly we are from the noblest and most royal lineage. Nonetheless, standing inside the tavern, warm and illumined by the golden hearth fires, we will hold on to each other, barely able to stand up straight, crying with so much laughter, sweet wine coursing through our blood. Okay, got that bit out. It's coming closer. Oh. I said there was going to be a takeover. It's not quite showing his face yet. Okay. You going to come down, Jess? Well, you're standing all over the cards. Okay. I'm just going to move him down. He's a good boy. Back on your blankets. He likes blankets or dressing gowns. He loves to, he likes to lay on softness. Okay. Beloved, you are being offered a gift that is beyond your understanding. This gift is from the hand of the Divine Beloved, an offering to you that will lift you beyond what you have known into the next opening of your inner eye, of your heart, of your soul, so that it may caress the earth with the light of heaven. This may sound wonderful, indeed it is. Yet welcome though this gift may be, there is a trick to receiving it, you see. When the sweet wine is offered, you must drink, but also be willing to become drunk. You must be willing to let go of your control. You must trust in what will happen, trust that you will be cared for, and that you may appear to be the fool. You must be willing to not have all the answers, or indeed any answers at all, my wise soulmate. And trust that this is according to the higher plan, and not some inadequacy or error. So will you accept the gift that is coming to you, the offering that the sacred feminine brings to you now? It is sweet wine she offers. It shall be an enjoyable journey, receiving this gift, a wearing away of resistance and restraints towards life, through the sheer pleasure of aliveness without thought. Oh, what a journey this is to be for you. So much that is truly wonderful and incredible, sacred and extraordinary awaits you, you who are asked to drink from the generous cup of the great beloved is bringing towards your lips. So what if your speech becomes incoherent and you have no words to describe what you feel, or if the world around you ceases to understand you? Could any of that compare to the great bliss of being fully alive and dancing with the divine ones in dazed splendour at the beauty of life? This is the party you want to attend, trust me, even though no one will be much interested in talking because they will be too busy dancing. Everyone will envy you, though if you open your heart to invite them too, many will say, oh no, I have to wash my hair and I have to salt too. Let's start that again. Everyone will envy you, though if you open your heart and invite them too, many will say, oh no, I have to wash my hair and I have to sort through my accounts and count my fingers and toes. It will take me too long and I simply won't be ready to attend. But you go, of course. You enjoy yourself, whilst I am working long and hard at things so very important. And you may hang your head and wonder if you too should stay at home and wash your hair and tend to your accounts and count your fingers and toes, many times over perhaps, to make sure you get it right. But then you'll hear the distant sound of the clinking glasses, of music, of stomping and dancing and laughter, and you'll think a wise thought, so wise indeed, that you'll stop thinking immediately after thinking it. That thought will be, forget this to-do list, I'm going to have some fun. This oracle comes with guidance for you. Are you having fun yet? Well, you may need to wash your hair and tend to your accounts. That is fine. You may even need to count your fingers and toes. But over and over again, beloved? Surely you can find some time, in between the endless to-dos of your to-do list, to throw a tantrum and come dancing with me instead. Your honour and commitment, discipline and focus are certainly to be rewarded with some uninhibited nonsense, hopefully. Come, put aside that seriousness for a moment or more and allow the wild child in you to take your body and soul for a spin. Together, let's go and paint the town the colour of love. And that's what I felt I was going to call this reading, was after this card was being drunk on love. You don't even need any kind of other drug, it's enough. This drug of love is enough to be to totally consume you. Okay, I'm going to read the sacred honour and ritual. If you can have a glass with some drinkable liquid, water is fine, or juice, or wine, if appropriate, and you prefer this option, then have it ready for your ritual. Oh, I've got a glass of water out there that's got like apple and blackcurrant. It's not like, it's flavoured water. I'm going to have to go and get my drink, aren't I? I've got to do what I'm told. I'll be back, as Arnie would say. Okay. I'm not really a wine girl, so I'll give that one a miss. Maybe for a special occasion. I'm not like a party pooper. I just don't feel the need to drink alcohol. I've got my water. Okay. Place your hands over the filled glass and say the following. Well, I can only just do it with one. I want to have a drink though. Okay, placing my hand over it. Place your hands over the filled glass and say the following. All things emanate from the Divine Beloved, and the Divine Beloved lives in all things. In this sacred nectar, I receive the gift of love from the Divine Beloved. I sip, I drink, I partake of the sacred gift offered to me now. I place my mind aside and choose instead to bear witness to what is offered now through the gift of grace. I ask for assistance that I may remember what it is to play and to find the joy of living, the delight of my path and the humour of my life. Bless me with such grace. So be it. Drink. I can feel the glass warming up. You have finished your sacred honour and ritual, unless you feel like dancing around your lounge room. After which you shall have then completed your sacred honour and ritual. I won't do that on camera today. I gave you a sing song. Maybe I'm meant to put on some Christmas tunes about Santa Claus is coming to town. Okay, guys, an awesome reading. Absolutely awesome reading. There was something else I picked up here. I don't know what it was. It's time to get drunk on love. Drunk in love. Have yourself a fantastic day. I'll catch up with you guys tomorrow for the working week. I imagine it will be alive. Not sure what time. After 4 p.m. anyway. And until then, take care. Much love, guys. Bye for now.